Hey nerds, this is just out the seat. I just got out of the theater, just saw Alvin the Chipmunks, The Road Trip. Interesting kids movie. I hadn't seen an Alvin and Chipmunks movie in actually ever, so that was new. What really made it for me was the musical numbers. Like, anything I expected out of it, I totally forgot because I actually did watch Alvin and the Chipmunks growing up. They are performers, which was, you actually hear people just come out of the theater, the kids. I was like, oh, it's awesome. It was nice. I definitely enjoyed it. I don't know, if I couldn't see it for free, I'm not sure if I would have seen it. But I did enjoy seeing it, and there are some songs in this movie that I would really love to listen to independently, especially the one that like is in the credits and in the movie. At one point they play like almost like a music riot in New Orleans, which is pretty cool. And I think kind of like the new Ninja Turtles movie, it had like very good adaptations of the characters. Like, if you're used to these characters, they're pretty much exactly how you expect them to be, even though they're in more of a modern day context. Like, they have jokes about like texting people and tweeting. It's very interesting. It's like for the new generation. What else? I didn't know Justin Long was in this movie. He's the voice of Alvin, and of course you can't really tell any of the people's voices by their high pitchedness, but yeah, I saw in the credits, I was like, oh, that's kind of funny or fun. Something just nitpicky about the movie, and something I guess nitpicky about certain music. I'm not sure if I'd say music in general, but I'd say if you watch any sort of anime and you have seen any of the hip-hop oriented alternate openings for anime, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like a need to like throw like a hip-hop flavor into something because they think it'll make something more marketable. There's a little bit of that in this movie. It works a little bit, but it feels really forced, and it didn't really need it. If you have kids, they'll probably enjoy it, as plenty of kid-related humor. As an adult, it's okay, although it does have like, I feel like it's interesting, like me and my fiance were watching it, and like there were certain parts where we were like whispering to each other, and there was like so much sexual subtext, and of course that's in kids movies all the time, but it was just like, I don't know, it's a fun game to play with this movie in particular, especially because Alvin and the Chipmunks are performers, and like they're on a road trip, and they're performing along the way, and that's kind of how they're paying for getting along the way. I hope that's not too spoilery for you. This is one movie that I definitely don't think that many people are gonna be like, oh man, like I need to see all the movies before I see this one. Although maybe you do feel like that. Maybe I'll go back and see the other ones. Maybe. It is kind of nostalgia bait in one kind of way, but I can really appreciate this movie. And I definitely don't consider it a bad movie, although it is a little bit lowbrow with its humor. I've definitely seen humor of this caliber, like cartoonish humor, done better. Say Space Jam, for sure. Space Jam beats this. But you know, kids movies that aren't like wonderfully written, say like Pixar films, you know, they still have a ways to go. And at the end of the day, if you're a kids film, as long as you have the budget to open and like have a name behind you, if you're not opening at the time that a Pixar film, sorry to name drop it again, but if you're making your movie at the same time a Pixar film is coming out, then you're probably gonna break even, because lots of parents will take kids to kids movies regardless of the movie, even if it isn't good, even if it's horrible, they'll still do it, and I hate that. And I'm glad that there's way better kids movies this generation, like way better. I'm like so glad, right? But we're actually on a movie marathon. This movie is going to be Carol, so expect some more videos. Hope you nerds are having a good holiday. And it was funny, I didn't realize till almost the end of this movie, Alvin and the Chipmunks, actually their sweater colors are the same colors as Christmas. I was like, whoa, mind blown, right? So it was like, oh wow, look, it was Christmas. Even though the movie was like really summery. Anyway, I guess I didn't say definitively whether you should see it or not. If you have like some nostalgia for the Chipmunks, you'll definitely enjoy it. And if you like musical type things, you'll probably enjoy it too. Give it a chance. See you later, nerds.